back with episode 97 of Road to 99 overall in NBA 2K11 My Career, where we start as a 35 and work our way up to 99. We're currently in the Eastern Conference Finals. We stomped on the Magic in Game 1. We should have won Game 2, but we didn't. And now we are fighting for our lives in Game number 3. This is the team that defeated the LeBron James Miami Heat, and now we're going to smack them. Game number 3, Eastern Conference Finals. We're heading to Orlando, not for Disneyland. Objectives for the game: shoot at least 48% from behind the three-point line. We're efficient. We have Steph Curry range. We'll shoot strictly from the logo and get this one. It's a lock. Limit your matchup to 13 assists. As long as I'm not guarding John Stockton or a Sacramento Rajon Rondo, this is a lock. And finish the game with a teammate grade of A+ or better. We never finish below an A+. This is a lock. But to start the game off, we're in the locker room. We're chopping it up with Roger. This man's been playing terrible, but he's my roommate. He lets me sleep on his couch. What a great guy. A class act. Weird haircut. But we're in the arena. Series is tied 1-1. Stats of the playoffs: 61.6 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, 8.4 assists, 0.9 steals, 1.6 blocks, 61% from the field, 95% from the line, 49% from 3. Stop looking at the turnovers. They're going down. We're not in double digits. We're below 8. That's a win. Stop looking at the turnovers. They don't matter. But tip-off begins. We lose it, of course. But now we have the ball. Wilson hits us. We go straight to the basket. Jameer fouls us. He can't guard the man. You fouled the man. Send him to the line. First free throw goes in, and you already know we never miss the second. Goes in. Now we bring it back. Cross it over to the left. Step back three-pointer over Jameer. Goes in. We're not messing around this game. Bring it back. Cross it over. Cross it over again. Walk into the paint. We slam it in. Are you kidding me? They can't contain this man. Double clutch dunk. But now Dwight Howard kicks it out to a wide open Vince Carter. He bangs a 3. What is this defense? I don't approve. But next possession, we're sizing up Jameer again. Go to the left. Fade away at the midi. Goes in. We're down by 6, but Dwight Howard has the ball. Pulls up a midi with a hand in his face. Goes in. Don't fall for this propaganda. He was never like this. Incredible talent, though. But now they force the pickup. We hit Jason Thompson in the paint. He gets it to go. A basket and then some, an assist. But now we bring it back. Size up Jameer. Go to the right. Straight into the paint. We lay it in. That's another basket and then some. A foul. An end one. Send that man to the line. We're locked in like a croissant in the oven. At the line, free throw goes in. But now we swing it to Wilson in the corner. He pulls up butt naked. Misses. This is what we're working with in New York. And on defense, Jason Williams passes out of the shot. Roger, where are you going? Brother, why are you not playing defense? Rashard Lewis is butt naked. He hits the three-pointer, and things are getting ugly. Amari's upset. Look at him. He's throwing a tantrum like a small child with glasses that do not fog. There is no fog on his glasses. It's actually incredible. I don't understand how it happens, or how it doesn't happen, actually, because they don't fog. But we have the ball. We bring it back. Cross it over again. Laid off Jason Thompson. He hits a moonshot. We're a dynamic duo. But now a crossover to the left. Laid off Drew Gooden. He gives it back. We slam it in on Jameer's head top. Get your Pink Farts at Foot Locker today. Incredible footwear. But then Rashard Lewis right in Gallinari's face misses. And Dwight Howard puts it back in. Drew Gooden's jumping at the air. But now we have the ball. We're sizing up Jason Williams, and Dwight Howard has to foul us. Can't guard the man. You foul the man. Look at him. He's crying. We're at the line. We make the first free throw. And you already know we never miss the second. Goes in. But then Michael Putris hits Vince Carter butt naked again. Rogers playing zero defense. Clock is ticking down. We cross over to the left. Fade away at the three-point line. Goes in. We beat the buzzer. But that's how we end the first quarter. We're down by 11. We're talking points to the Orlando Magic. This team is so sorry. We blew them out in the first game. We should have won the second, and here we are down by 11. They scored 43 points in one quarter. That is disgusting. But started the second, we hit Gallinari. He tries to take a terrible shot. We go to the midi, fade away, goes in. We're not losing this game. But then Gallinari hits us again. Top of the three-point line, go into the paint, through the contact. We get it to go. 27 points, and we're going to the line for one more. At the line, free throw goes in. Now we have the ball. There's a whole village on us. We lay it off to Wilson. He gets it to go. Amen. We're not missing that right under the basket. But now we're getting doubled at half court. That's insane. We're getting the James Harden treatment. We lay it off to Amari. He gives it back. We slam it in. Over 14 defenders in the paint. That's a Michael Jordan dunk package right there. Now we have the ball. We bring it back to reevaluate. Size up Jameer. Spin move. Lay it off to Wilson again. He gets it to go. I love when my teammates are hitting shots, kind of. We just need them to play some defense. Jason Williams hits a three-pointer in my face. That is the quickest release in all of America. But listen, we give up a three-pointer. We gotta answer right back. Bring it back. Pull up for three. Right in his face. Goes in. Then we're playing fast. We throw a lob to Maurice Evans. He slams it in. The one teammate to catch a lob is bald. That has no correlation whatsoever. But I'm just glad he made it happen. But now we have the ball. We lay it off Maurice Evans again. And he slams it in on Michael Putris. We have the ball again. We cross over to the left. Fade away at the mid. He goes in. We're down by 9. Then you know it's a bad day at the office when Brandon Bass is making you look like a bum. Next possession, we have the ball. We're sizing up Jameer. We're walking into the paint. We're cocking it back. That's a tomahawk dunk if I've ever seen one. That might have hurt that man's hand. Emphatic slam. But then Jameer hits a 97-year-old Vince Carter in the paint. He's reverse slamming it on Roger. But now Jameer hits a wide open Rashard Lewis. Who is supposed to be guarding this man? And that's how we end the second quarter. We're going into halftime. The Orlando Magic scored 80 points in one half. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. It has no correlation to turnovers. No correlation to me playing bad defense. No correlation. I'm playing incredible offense. We've missed like 4 shots. This team is god-awful. But Jameer Nelson with 12 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals at the half. And Alejandro Papapadopoulos with 37 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, and a block. These are incredible stats. We almost have a 40-point triple-double at halftime. What more do you need me to do? I'm putting my heart and soul into this game. But my team is terrible. You can't win games with Roger Mason as a starter. But start of the third, we have the ball. We fade away at the mid. He goes in. Down by 15. We bring it back, lay it off Jason Thompson. He gets the layup to go. Now Vince Carter got to answer back. A fade away over Roger Mason. The guy's not even putting his hands up. Now we get the ball off the inbound. Go to the three-point line. Pull up right away. Go straight into the basket. Now we cross over to the right. Spin move into the paint. Lay it off Jason Thompson again. He gets it to go. 10-point game. Vince Carter butt naked again. Roger, where are you going? The freest points he could ever imagine. But now we have the mismatch. We bring it back, cross it over, go straight into the paint, reverse dunk. Dwight Howard cannot stop this man. We slam it in. But apparently we can't stop Vince. He goes straight into the paint, gets a basket, and then some. But then Gallinari hits us. We lay it in. We switch hands midair. But then this just sums up our entire defense. Brandon Bass on the block. Shoulder shimmy fade away over Amari Stoudemire. But now Jameer kicks it out. Ryan Anderson to Michael Putris. Who is guarding that man? We're just giving them 3 points. But then we got to answer back. We bring it back, cross it over again. Triple teams. Lay it off Jason Thompson. Wide open. Goes in. And now Michael Putris one more time in Wilson's face. He hits a three-pointer. And that's how we end the third. We're down by 16 points. And we cannot play defense for the life of us. But start of the fourth, we have the ball. We go straight to the paint. We lean into it. That's a slam and a half. They said let AP cook, and he's been stirring the sauce at a low temperature, not burning it whatsoever. But then Michael Putris gets one more three-pointer in Maurice Evans' face. Michael Putris was never like this. And then Rashard Lewis gets another three-pointer. We're versing the 2019 Warriors because they cannot miss from 3. They just hit like 14 three-pointers in a row. We're down by 30. AP's walking to the bench. And that's how we end game number 3. Defeated. And that's how we end the game. We finished with 69 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 blocks. Don't look at the turnovers. A little bit better than our matchup. Listen, we shot 26 for 58 from the field because we went down and I had to start chucking. My team can't hit shots, so I had to rip. I couldn't trust them. Vince Carter had 33 points. But we finish with an A+ teammate grade. 2 out of 3 objectives. We lose and we get 2,015 skill points to spend, and we're gonna do so right now. We put it all into our ball security, and that leaves us still at a 78 overall. But we're not gonna skip a beat. We're going straight into... Game number 4, we're back in Orlando, and we are locked in like never before. We skipped the objectives. We got to get straight into this. Tip-off begins, and we lose it. Oh, do we lose it? But it's okay. We laid off to Amari Stoudemire, and he misses. Now we spin. Hit Amari again. Terrible shot, but it goes in. And Vince Carter walks into the paint, runs straight through Amari, and he's hurt. This man's been playing like cheeks the entire series. And now he has a reason to keep on doing it. Next possession, we lay it off to Drew Gooden. He gets blocked. What are we doing? And that turns into a Vince Carter wide open 3. We're not playing defense on the man. Roger, where are you? Everything's fine. We're fine in the East. We have the ball. We pump fake. Go straight into the paint. Dwight Howard meets us and fouls us. We were about to send that man to Taiwan a couple years early. But we're at the line. First free throw goes in, and you already know we never miss a second. Goes in. But then we're playing fast. Hop step into the paint over 4 defenders. We lay it in. We're bringing it back slowly but surely. We size up Vince Carter. Go to the right. Fade away at the mid. He goes in. He's cheeky with it. Then we bring it back. Pull up for 3. Goes in. I will score every single point if I have to. Roger with the ball, about to take a terrible shot. We call for it, and he sends it out of bounds. This is where the turnovers come from. Ridiculous. But now we hit Wilson in the corner. He's butt naked. He misses. This is what we're working with. And then Dwight Howard realizes we have no defense whatsoever. He fades away on the block, and it goes in. But we have to keep chipping away. We cut to the basket, lay it in over 2 defenders. A moment of the game. It was indeed a moment in the game. We lay it in. But now Brandon Bass with the stop and pop midi over Gallinari. What are we doing? Crossover to the left. We go straight into the paint. We fall to the ground, but we get the basket to go. Help him up. Help him up. But when the team has been playing so bad, you give them their flowers when they play good. Gallinari with the steal. He hits us on the fast break. Spin move over the defender. We lay it in. 1-point game. Rashard Lewis over Maurice Evans. He is not like that. He never was. He never will be. He is not that guy, but apparently he is today. But we got to get it right back. Crossover to the right. Pull up at the elbow. Goes in. We're not losing this game. Start of the second. We cross over to the right. Lay it off Jason Thompson. He slams it in. But then the madness continues, and Quentin Richardson just bullies Kirk Heinrich. But then we get doubled, and Amari's wide open. He slams it in. This is the Amari Stoudemire we know and love. Now we're on defense. Vince Carter goes to pass it, but Jason Thompson steals it. We're gone on the break. They can't stop us. Spin move into the basket and then some. Call it and then 1. We're going to the line for 1 more. At the line, free throw goes in. 3-point game. We have the ball. A doo-doo dribble. Bring it back. Cross it over. Amari Stoudemire has it. Get it back. Lay it in. A lot just happened, but we finally scored, and we're down by 1. But then Quentin Richardson. Where is this coming from? Step back midi over Kirk Heinrich. What? Why? When? Where? How? But we're fine in the East. Kirk Heinrich hits us in the corner. Wide open 3-pointer. Goes in. We're not losing. But Drew Gooden hands it off to us like we're LaDainian Tomlinson, and we slam it in. Reverse dunk. No one's in the paint. Michael Putris, you're not stopping the headband Papadopoulos. But now Roger Mason hits us another 3-pointer. Leave Michael Putris on us the entire game. I don't care. We'll go for 77 in 2 minutes. But now we have the ball. We're on the block. We hit Gallinari wide open. He doesn't shoot it. He waits till he's contested, and he misses it. But then we bring it back. Lay it off to Gallinari again. He just loves being contested, but he gets it to go this time. And we take the lead. We're up by 1. Amari steals it, sends it up. We go up for the shot. They gotta foul us. Send that man to the line. We're going for 2. At the line, free throw goes in. And you already know we never missed a second. Goes in. We're up by 3. Gallinari hits us on the break again. We stop and pop ball 3 and it goes in. We're pulling away. But then Dwight Howard just walks into the paint, slams it in on Wilson Chandler. That's an end one. I don't even know where the foul is. But 30 seconds left. We pull it back. Pull up for 3 again. We fall to the ground, but we get it to go. And that's how we end the half. We're up by 5. We're not losing. Jameer Nelson with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. But let me tell you about Alejandro Papapadoulis. 45 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. What more do you want me to do? I'm pretty sure I've scored or assisted on every single point in this game. This team is so bad. They somehow get worse as we keep on going through the playoffs. It doesn't make sense. I'm about to not be a Knicks fan after the series. Because how are they this bad? I can't work in these conditions. Start of the third, we have the ball. Hop step into the paint. We lay it in over Dwight Howard. Slap him in the butt. Hey, yo. And we're going to the line for an end one. At the line, free throw goes in. Now they hit Brandon Bass, and he hop steps into the paint and slams it in. There's nobody there to stop him. They're not even jumping. But then we bring it back, lay it off Drew Gooden, and he misses a layup. I don't get it. But now we have the ball. We go to the left. They're giving us space, so we're taking it. Front rim goes in. We're up by 2 till Jameer hits the shoulder shimmy fade away over 2 defenders. Tie game. We go back door. We maneuver in the air. We switch it and lay it in. This is Kyrie Irving. Dwight Howard is confused. But now we're going on the break. A one-on-one with Jameer. Euro step left hand. We lay it in. We're not losing. And then Dwight Howard sends it into the stands. Brandon Bass the other way. Gives it to Vince Carter. Fade away over Amari Stoudemire. This is going so bad. But everything's fine. We bring it back. Cross it over to the left. Fade away at the mid. He goes in. We're still in this game. Get the ball in the corner. Get Michael Putris jumping. Walk into the paint. They gotta foul us. Send that man to the line. First free throw goes in. And you already know we never missed a second. Goes in. Tie game. We have the ball. Step back on Jameer. We're wide open. Goes in. Are you kidding me? We didn't have to balk or nothing. But then a Brandon Bass shoulder shimmy over 2 defenders goes in. Where did Brandon Bass get this from? We hit Wilson. He pulls up for 3. We're finally rolling. But our 3-point lead turns into a 4-point deficit. But now we hit Gallinari. He's pulling up from the logo with no regards for anyone else. And then on the other end, Quentin Richardson with the Houdini finish. And then Quentin Richardson again over Wilson. This is the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my life, apparently. We hit Gallinari in the corner. He gives it back. We pull up for 3. Goes in. 7-point game. We're still in this. We lay it off to Gallinari. He slams it in. I'd be concerned if we were winning. 5-point game. Quentin Richardson pulls up again. He hits a 3-pointer. This man cannot miss. But now we're getting doubled. I hit the ball off his head, and Quentin Richardson again slams it in on the break. Ryan Anderson's hitting 3s. We're bringing it back, laying off the Gallinari. He gives it back. We walk into the paint. We get it to go to basket and then some. This is still possible. It all unravels so fast, but we're trying to do damage control. At the line, free throw goes in for Rashard Lewis, the greatest 3-point shooter in the history of the NBA. Drills it with no doubt in anyone's mind. But then we bring it back, cross it over to the left, step back, midi goes in. We have 68 points. I don't know what else to do. Bring it back, cross it over to the right, slam it in! Are you kidding me? The entire team is on my back. We have the state of New York in our JanSport backpack, zipped up, and we're trying to bring them to the promised land. This team is holding me back, though. But then Amari is stumbling, and Brandon Bass is playing like 2011 LeBron James. Going on the break, we bring it back, pull up for 3, goes in. 8-point game, we drop it off the Gallinari, he pulls it. And that's how we end the game. But we finished with 73 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, only 6 turnovers. Only 6 turnovers. Listen, that's a lot, but that's not bad. And we dominate our matchup. A+ teammate grade, 3 out of 3 objectives. We lose, but we get 2011 skill points. Things are getting ugly. This team is terrible. Amari Stoudemire shot 3 for 10. And every single human being on the Orlando Magic was hitting 3-pointers. I'm just one man. A mere child with a headband. Ridiculous. And then we finally get a press conference.
So, this loss makes, what, 3 games in a row? What's going on with the team at the moment?
They're only here to gaslight us. We've been playing out of our mind. We won the first game, no press conference. We lose the second game, it was close. We played good, no press conference. Now they hit us with the 3 games in a row. What is going on with the team at the moment? I can tell you what's going on with the team at the moment. They're terrible. It's like putting a piece of bacon in some orange jello. The bacon's not gonna hit the same because the orange jello's disgusting. You can't have something incredible, put it with something terrible, and expect the outcome to be great. It doesn't work like that. This team is terrible. I am making it publicly known that if we lose the next game, we're out of New York so fast. Unless they bring in some kind of superstar. Any kind of help. Because this team is so bad. If we still had Kalina as a Buki, we wouldn't be having this conversation. No more questions. That takes us out of the game. 2,043 skill points to spend. And we're going to do so right now. Very quickly. Very quickly. We put it all into our shot and traffic. Bring that up to an 84. And we still are sitting at a 78. An update on the playoff bracket. The Lakers are up 3-1. No shaka. Nobody is surprised by that. But the Magic are up 3-1. And they're looking to send us home in the next game at the Garden. Listen, if we force a game 7, we force a game 7. But if we lose this next game, that's 3 in a row. That's 4 in a row. That is 4 in a row. I am just one person, a human being, with incredible footwear. Get your pink thoughts at Foot Locker today. There's only so much I can do. I can score every point, but I can't guard 5 players. This could potentially be our last game as a New York Knick. Game number 5, objectives for the game. Score at least 27 points. We're going for 72. That's a lock. Hold your matchup to 46% shooting from the field. We're clamping up Jameer. He's not scoring. This is a lock. And finish the game with a teammate grade of A+ or better. We never finish below an A+. This is a lock. And because it's an elimination game, it is a key game. And when it's a key game, we get double the skill points. Give us the bag. Game number 4 at MSG. We're sitting down, but we're locked in. Don't worry. Stats are obsolete. We're going straight to tip-off. We lose it. Oh, do we lose it? We haven't won one yet. We hit Drew Gooden in the corner. Make a cut. Terrible pass. Pull up at the elbow. Goes in. Moment of the game. This was disgusting. I've never felt so defeated in my life. But now Jameer throws a lob to Dwight Howard. But we get cheeky with it. Size of Jameer. Step back at the elbow. Goes in. Listen, we can still put on a show. Dwight Howard getting doubled. Rashard Lewis is wide open. Wilson ran away from him. But then Rashard Lewis misses. Dwight Howard grabs the rebound and slams it in. It all happened so fast, but we're down 15-4. So we bring it back. Pull up at the midi. Goes in. We're not losing at home. Amari hits us. We pull up for 3. That goes in. But then Brandon Bass finally misses, but Dwight Howard gets another putback dunk. They are leaving the paint wide open for that man. Sizing up Jameer. Go to the left. Pull up at the midi. Goes in. We're bringing it back. Rashard Lewis missed. Dwight Howard with another offensive rebound. He lays it in. What are we doing? But now we hit Amari. Make a backdoor cut. Roger oops it to us. Moment of the game. This was a moment in the game. We lay it in. Incredible finish. But Dwight Howard on the block again. He kicks it out to Rashard Lewis wide open. This is getting ugly. But it's never ugly when AP has the ball. We cross over to the right, go straight into the paint. We lay it in through the contact. Now Gallinari with the ball. Backdoor cut we slam it in. We're not losing this game. Double clutch dunk. Emphatic slam. Papa Padulis is playing like an MVP caliber talent. Lay it off to Gallinari. He gets it to go in the paint. Now Kirk hits us in the corner. We walk straight into the paint again. We reverse slam it. No one on this team can stop us. Maybe Dwight Howard, but that is it. And then we're playing fast. Lay it off to Wilson. He gets it to go. We're chipping away. It was a 20-point deficit. Now we're at 9. Bring it back. Pull up for 3. 6-point deficit. We're chipping away. Cross over to the left. Bring it back. Give it to Wilson. Lay it in. That's an assist. But then Chris Duhon drops a dot to Michael Putris, and they foul him. A basket and then some. We don't need that. But we lay it off to Kirk. He gives it to Maurice. He slams it in. That's a hockey assist, and we're down by 1. Give it to Wilson. Make a backdoor cut. Reverse slam it in, we do. Dwight Howard can't even stop that. But now we hit Maurice Evans again. He's playing center for some reason. Make a backdoor cut. We lay it in. 3 points. Hesitation. Hit Garcia on the cut. He lays it in through the contact. That's a tough finish to make. But this man does something good on offense and just gives up on defense. Vince Carter hits a wide open 3. So we size up White Chocolate. Pull up in his face. Goes in. 7-point game. Lay it off to Amari. He gives it to Wilson. Gets it to go. We're not losing this game. Brandon Bass on the block. We foul him. And that's our 4th. But we're playing fast. Hit Gallinari in the corner. Wide open. He misses. But then Michael Putris apparently doesn't miss. We're down by 11. I lay it off to Kirk. He gets it to go. We're not going away. Then Amari hits us. We slam it in again. Man is levitating in the air. We're skywalking. I've never seen a man jump so high in my life. But then Brandon Bass fadeaway miss. We get the ball. Cross it over to the left. Step back at the 3. Hand in the face goes in. We are keeping us in the game. Bring it back. Lay it off to Gallinari. He gives it back. We lay it in over Dwight Howard. He's not stopping us. Then Vince Carter with his hands in the air like the series is over. We're letting bums posterize us. The Polish Hammer slams it in over Luke Babbitt. But now we're getting doubled. Hit Luke Babbitt in the corner. He misses. Cross over to the left. We walk into the paint. Dwight Howard has to foul us. And these might be our last points as a New York Knick. We make the first, and you already know we never miss the second. Goes in, and that's how we end the game. 39 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, only 4 turnovers. A teammate grade, 2 out of 3 objectives. We lose, but we get 2,840 skill points to spend. But many people are wondering if this is AP's last game as a New York Knick. New York is upset with this man. AP is upset with management. There's a lot of tension in the air, but we have 2,909 skill points to spend, and we're going to do so right now. We bring up our defensive awareness to a 78 and our defensive clutch up to a 29. We're trying to bring up the overall at the end of the season. I don't care about the other stats at this point. That brings us up to an 80 overall. And I want to show you the bums we were running with. We are the best player on this team stat-wise. That is embarrassing. We were a 35 overall at one point. And now we are the #1 overall on this team. This is the most sorry roster I have ever seen in my life. It is surprising we made it as far as we did. They all hate it here. And I don't blame them because they're all terrible. Maybe if they knew how to play basketball, they'd be a little bit happier. Amari Stoudemire's an 86. He got hurt. That's why he dropped by 8. I'll give him that. He's an 86. Okay. But then the second best player besides me is Wilson Chandler at a 73, and it falls off to under 70s the rest of the way through the roster. This season was a success. I don't care. Eastern Conference Finals, loss to the Orlando Magic. It happens. That team was in the finals 2 years ago. They might have gotten smacked by the Lakers, but they were there. The New York Knicks were a lottery team the last 10 years. And this was the only season they had a chance at contending for the playoffs, and they nuked the entire roster as soon as we got here. But the Lakers win the finals. Kobe Bryant, F in the chat, wins MVP, well-deserved, 32 points a game. We might be going to LA. We're ring chasing, I don't care. But that takes us into the offseason. Management is asking us, who do we want? And I'll tell you who we want. We want Carmelo Anthony. We want Marc Gasol. Bring us in a center. We want Vince Carter because he destroyed my will to live in that 7-game series. Tyson Chandler because he can play post defense. New York Knick legend. And then for the last person, we're going to go Shannon Brown, a quality D&3 player. And it sims the offseason for us. Now we have a decision to make. Our contract is up. We are a free agent. And the New York Knicks want to bring us back. As we look at the roster, the only help they brought in was our replacement. They bring in a 37-year-old Steve Nash. There is no center on this roster. But they sign Steve Nash. They draft a shooting guard. No, this is diabolical work by the GM. We are not coming back. They destroyed this team. We're done. We're gone. We are gone. The other teams interested in us are the Kings, the Bulls, the Celtics. We are not going to the Celtics. But let's take a look at their rosters. The Kings have Carmelo Anthony, Tyreek Evans, and a young, promising point guard named Preston Drew, 5'11". What are they drafting? Middle schoolers? Guy's a toddler. But that is a loaded roster. We might become a Sacktown native. But the Bulls roster, still incredible. This is a loaded team. But we can join them. Maybe they'll play us at the shooting guard. I don't really want to play the shooting guard. I'm a facilitator. The Bulls would be fun, but I think that's out of the question. And the Celtics, we are not going to the Celtics. Disgusting. Many people want to know. They're asking the same question. Where will AP play next year?
nail biter?
I have a little bit, not of late.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. What's your decision?
I will be taking my talents to Sacramento. Alejandro Papadopoulos will be teaming up with Carmelo Anthony and Tyreek Evans in Sacramento. We leave the big market New York Knicks to join a smaller market West Coast Sacramento Kings with a loaded roster. We've come this far, we want to win a chip, and we're not going to do it in New York. And to prove to you that we would not win it in New York with that god-awful roster, a look at the preseason power rankings. The Kings are number 4. That's us. And the New York Knicks are 25th in the NBA. We are the 3rd best player on this team. We have a Carmelo Anthony. That headband connection's gonna be crazy. Tyreek Evans before he fell off. This team is destined for greatness. We're going in the gym right away. We have 10 drills to do. We do all of them. We accumulate 3,400 skill points, a +5 to our three-pointer, and a +3 to our shot off dribble after doing all of our drills. That gives us 3,451 skill points to spend, and we're gonna do so right now. We're a little slow, so we bring up the speed to an 84, and we're just going for overall. Defensive awareness to an 83, and that's all we do. A lot has happened, but we get blown out by the Magic, and we take our talents to Sacramento. Nobody wanted the season to end that way, but that team was terrible. With the new season ahead of us, we can end the video as an 82 overall. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like. Make sure you comment AP for MVP in the comments. And if you're not following, make sure you follow. Because if you're not following, you're not going to see the videos as soon as they're up. But if you're not seeing them as soon as they're up, that means you're late. And if you're late, that means you're not early. If you're not early, then you're late. And if you're late, that means you're weird. Don't be weird. Just follow. Thank you.